Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 23, I think it is now, of our Islanders Jam Mode. So in last round, we eliminated the New Jersey Devils in 6 rounds, and we're up here in round number 2 against the Columbus Blue Jackets, who in the regular season had like a below 500 record of 39, 34, and 9, so they barely made it into the playoffs. I went over the team and last roster for them, so I'm not going to, or last episode, so I'm not going to do it again. But also in last episode, so first game of the playoffs, as expected, Soderstrom went down with an injury, so we're playing with with one of our backups and in the AHL goalie. So Kemper actually had a very good first round, and then Gibson, in his only game that he played in the playoffs, he actually played very well as well. So I don't feel threatened the fact that we have our starting goaltender injured. But anyways, Columbus went 7 games in round number 1, so we'll see how they play against us in round number 2. So game number 1 on home ice, first period is 1-0 Columbus. So at 83 center, Jake Kreisky getting it done for them, so it's 1-0 going into the second period. We're out shooting them now 11-8. For second period, they're up 2-0 Dubinsky. That's their second line center. So their centermen are getting it done. It seems like they have a lot of two-way guys I saw on their roster. So this might be a bit of a defensive series. So third period, come on guys, we need to get some goals. We can't get shut out. Oh, and also they have really 2 stud goalies. There's another goal for them, so it looks like they're gonna win. Dubinsky, yeah, Foligno. But so we lose game number 1 4-0. But yeah, so they have 2 really good stud goaltenders. As Eunice Corpusalo has jumped up all the way up to a 91. And then their backup goalie is Bobrovsky, who's an 89. So, okay, so our AHL team is on to game number 5. So this is an elimination game for our AHL team at the same time as we play Columbus in game number 2. So come on, guys, we need to tie the series. First period, and it's a lot of goals. So Michael Dalcoli gets us pretty much within 1 because Jake Kreisky and Brandon Saad get goals for them. So we have a chance. Second period, 4-2 them though going into the third. So we're down by 2 goals. We need to have a good third period like we did in last round. But I don't know if maybe we can. Matthew Barzal makes it 4-3. And Elias Lindholm ties it up. Okay, nice job, boys. Getting 2 goals in the third period is huge, especially early on. Good penalty kill there. Shots are around even. Both goalies are keeping our team in it, and it's 4-4 going into overtime. So, well, actually, goalies weren't keeping them in it, but 31-30, the shots in favor of Columbus. So, come on, guys, this is a huge game. We need to win this. We need to tie the series because I don't want to fall down 0-2. 5-on-3 power play. Come on, yes, there we go. John Tavares, and we come back from 4-2 deficit to tie up the series. Very nice, boys. So Dalcoli from Tavares and Gunnarsson, Leddy from Dalcoli and Tavares, Lindholm from Prince and Strome, and Tavares from Dalcoli and Pulock. So first line had a good game, Tavares and Dalcoli with a goal and 2 assists, and then Brandon Saad for them with 2 goals. So great second game, boys. And then our HL team lost. So our HL team's eliminated in round number 1. So no Calder Cup for Velarde or Beauvillier, unfortunately. But we're more focused on the NHL at the moment. But they probably still grow a bit during this off season, so we should have some like 83 players or something for next year, which will be nice. Anyways, game number 3 in Columbus. Let's not tie up this series. Let's take the lead in this series, boys. First period, scoreless. Rugby note shot 9-7. And again, it's another defensive period, but the offense should be coming probably soon. Second period, 2-1 us. Nice Barzal and Bailey. So, yeah, third and fourth line getting it done. Wenberg is also on the third line for Columbus. So, we're out shooting them 19-18 going into the third period up only by 1 goal. So, Come on, guys. Let's add insurance. And Sonny Milano ties it up for them early into the third. Power play, no dice. Shots are still around even. And Seth Jones. I know I should have traded for him instead of David Savard. Takes the lead, making it 3-2, and that's gonna be it. So Columbus takes game number 3 and takes a 2-1 series lead. So Barzal from Tkachuk and Walderspoon, and Bailey from Cizikas and Julian Gauthier. So that's that. Let's go on to game number 4. Speed through this series pretty much. I don't think I want to make any line changes at the moment. So send out our scout to let's go to QMJHL for forwards for a month again. Just scout Canada a lot because that's where the best prospects are. Game number 4 in Columbus again. Come on, guys, we need to tie the series up. 1-1 after 1. Strome gets one late actually, and Sonny Milano for them. So shots are kind of evenish, 11-8 in favor of Columbus. Second period, they're up 2-1. Nick Foligno takes the lead for Columbus. We're being outshot, so come on, guys. Have another great third period kind of comeback thing. Well, it's not really that big of a deficit, but we need to tie up this game and this series. And yes, Matthew Barzal, another good third period for him, tying the game at 2 goals apiece. And shots are pretty even again. Around 30 apiece. Yep, there you go. And is it going to go to overtime again? Yes, it's going to overtime. So who's going to be a hero? We need some people. We don't actually need anybody to step up, really. But who's going to be the hero tonight? Is it going to be Tavares? Is it going to be Dal Coley? Or is it going to be some Columbus Blue Jackets player? Let's see. And it's going to be some Columbus Blue Jackets player. And it's the 83 first line center, Jake Kreisky, who's had a great series. I guess I underestimated him, but there's the stats. We're down 3-1 now to the Columbus Blue Jackets. And round number 2 is not looking good. And we're 5-5 in these playoffs. There's some player morale. Let's see what people want to say. And it's Carl Gunnarsson, and he still wants to be traded. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not gonna trade you because you're gonna retire. You're gonna retire probably pretty soon. He's probably gonna retire at the end of the season, so I don't really give 2 shits if he wants to be traded. So, elimination game, guys. We need to come back from a 3-1 deficit. First period, we're out shooting them 12-7. Second period, they're up 2-0 going into the third. So, despite us out-cheating them by 6 shots, we're down 2-0 into the third period. So, guys, if you want to play for your season, now's the time. You need to get 3 goals or 2 goals in this period. So, come on, guys. Oh, and boom, Jenner makes it 3-0. Looks like the season is coming to an end for your New York Islanders, guys. Yep. William Karlsson makes it 4-0. I don't even understand how, because Columbus just barely squeaked into the playoffs. It might be just because they have a lot of two-way forwards, but I find always with the team that just squeaks in the playoffs, they seem like they're the best team. Like they beat all the good teams. So, yep, we get eliminated by the same team that eliminated the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, 4-0 in the final game. That's for those Columbus Blue Jackets guys. Not a good second round at all, losing 4-1. And Adam Pelech is actually getting mad about his ice time. So, but the playoffs are done with. So yeah, I don't know what else to do. I guess we could sim up to the draft, and that'll be next episode's the draft in a bit of the off season probably. So let's go up to right up to the draft a bit before then, just so we can see who retired. I'm pretty sure Gunnarsson's gonna retire. I'm not 100% sure who else is going to, but if anybody else is on our team, I don't think so because we don't have that much older players. So Soderstrom is back. I'm just gonna best roster because it's the off season, so it doesn't really matter that much. It's not gonna affect lines and everything like that. So So your Winamax assignment's another scouting assignment. Let's go back to the OHL. I don't know if this year's good for rookies at all. I can't remember what it said a few episodes ago. So the St. Louis Blues are your Stanley Cup champions in year number 5, and the Calder Cup champions is the Albany Devils. So let's go look at the awards before we get right to the draft, or we get to the retirements. So let's see, awards. I wonder if Del Coley won anything. I don't think so, right? I didn't even realize that St. Louis has won 2 cups now in the last 3 years, so they're turning into a bit of a dynasty. That's that. Pittsburgh won the President's Trophy. They beat out Tampa Bay, who won the last 2 President's Trophies. So it was the St. Louis and Tampa Stanley Cup final, though. So Tampa went to the finals twice in the last 5 years, but they lost both of them. Player awards, Evgeny Malkin takes the Art Ross and the Hart. OEL takes his 2nd straight James Norris Trophy, and he takes the Lady Byng this year. The Calder Memorial Trophy, as we thought, went to Maxime Comtois. And I think Luke Green's also... Was Luke Green in Winnipeg? Yeah, I think Luke Green was in Winnipeg, which means back-to-back Calder Memorial Trophies for Winnipeg players. Alex Pietrangelo gets the Conn Smythe for the playoffs, actually, so not a goaltender, which is kind of surprisingly. So Pietrangelo must have had a very good playoffs. Ben Bishop also gets the Vezina for the Jets, so I guess that's where he signed in the offseason and why Winnipeg's doing so well recently, I think, like making the playoffs and whatnot. Marc-Andre Fleury gets his 2nd straight Jennings Award, so for lowest goals against average, that's pretty nice for him. Scott Harrington gets to Bill Masterton. We're actually trying to sign him in free agency instead of Scandella, but he wanted the win now, so that's that. Anze Kopitar gets a Selke, his first in 5 years or more. I don't even know if he's actually won one in real life at all. Evgeny Malkin gets the Ted Lindsay, and Connor McDavid gets the Richard Trophy, and Patrick Laine actually too. So that's the awards for the NHL. And then AHL-wise, anybody from our team? Nope, not at all. So that's that. Okay, let's just sim up to the draft and see if there's any retirements. I hope we didn't lose anybody huge. I don't think we would have, because most of our team is like in their early 20s to late 20s. I don't think anybody's really in their 30s at the moment, other than Carl Gunnarsson. So there's the look at the draft lottery results. So Chicago has the 1st overall pick this year, followed by Minnesota, Washington, Colorado, Philadelphia for the first top 5. So, but Chicago is looking to draft a new player to like replace, I guess, Patrick Kane or Jonathan Toews down the road. And then the Rangers have the 6th overall pick. Actually, they got it from Florida. I think must have been an off-season move or something that we didn't see. I don't remember seeing a trade like that. So here, let's see who retired. And yep, see, Carl Gunnarsson retires at the end of the year. I figured he was going to after wanting to be traded. So he put up 160 points in 841 career games. Probably barely any with us, to be honest. I could actually check. So, not playoff stats. So he put up, like, in the 2 seasons that we've had him, I don't know if, like, we had him for both full seasons, but he was minus 21 with us, and he put up 24 points, so, okay, not too bad, I guess. Now let's look at goalies. No goalies retired. Nope. Good. And let's go around the entire league just to see the big retirements. Just because last time I forgot to do that, I think. So Corey Perry retired with 986 points. Eric Stahl also retired. Paul Stastny, Zach Parise, Joe Pavelski, Jeff Carter, Louis Eriksson, UC Jokinen, those type of guys, Dion Phaneuf. Anybody younger than normal that would retire? Edler, a lot of these guys 35. Anybody young, 34. Oh, Nikolai Kuhlman. Oh, that's our former player. I just realized even too. So I guess he went to Florida, but he dropped off a lot. So it's good that we moved him when we did, and he retired. So I wish there was a way to look at your former players that used to play for you. That way you can easily just find them. But Mark Vorvieski also retired at 31. It's kind of weird. Okay, so that's that. Actually, let's check goalies as well. See any big name goalies that retired. So Henrik Lundqvist, as I expected, because he was down in the minors. Yaroslav Halak, our former goalie, retired. So best luck to you, Yaro, in your future endeavors, I guess. I don't know. Antti Niemi, Jimmy Howard, Jonas Gustafsson, Curtis McElhinney, Alex Stalock, and these other guys. I don't even know who the heck they are. So those guys are all the retired goalies for this year. So yeah, so that's gonna do it, guys, probably for this episode. Let's see how many minutes we're in. 16 minutes. Yeah, that's gonna do it, guys, for this episode. So it sucks that we got eliminated by the Columbus Blue Jackets. But hopefully we have another good draft year and pick up some good prospects. But next year we'll have probably a few prospects in the NHL team. So next year we might be stronger than this year. So thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.